Salutations and welcome to the farm and welcome to my craft room. My name is Alicia with Country Mama Musings, and today we're coming together to complete block 26 for our Heirloom Afghan crochet along. Block 26 is the simple shell stitch. Isn't that pretty? These little offset zigzagged little shells in this perfect little square in color B. So grab your supplies. You're going to need your size H crochet hook, whatever color you have designated as color B, and a pair of scissors, and let's get started. We're going to start with a simple slip knot with our yarn here. And once you have that slip knot created, go ahead and get that onto your hook there. And for this pattern, we're going to chain 29 loosely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 27, 28, and 29. So here is our beginning chain for block 26, the simple shell stitch. Let's jump right into row 1. We're going to place 4 double crochet in the 6th chain from the hook. We're going to go over 6 chains from the hook, so don't count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to place 4 double crochet into that chain right there. So here's 1 double crochet, 2, 3, and 4, all into that 1 chain. There we go. Now we're going to skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and in this very next chain right here, we're going to place 4 double crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so you can see our shells are going to start going across the bottom of the block here. We're going to repeat that as we go across this row 1. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3 chains and place 4 double crochet into the very next chain. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to continue this pattern of skipping 3 chains and placing 4 double crochet in the next chain all the way to the very end of our chain here. I'll meet up with you at the end. And 4. We're here at the end of our chain and we've got 3 left. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go to this very end one and we're just going to place 1 double crochet right there in that very last chain. And there we go. There's row 1. So you can see that we have our shells as we go across row 1, and we ended with this single chain over here. When we skipped as many as we skipped here in the beginning, we created this little single double crochet that just kind of hangs out here by itself. These chains count as this double crochet. So we have a double crochet at the end, a double crochet at the end, and then all of these shells in between. Let's move on to row 2. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And we're going to single crochet in each double crochet across. So this counts as our double crochet. This was the last double crochet that we completed. So we're going to put a single crochet in there. So there's that one. And then we're just going to place a single crochet all the way across, including at the very top of this chain up. This counts as a double crochet. So we're going to make sure we place one here. We're going to have a total of 26 single crochet by the time we get all the way across. So here's 1, 2, 3. Make sure when you go into your stitch that you get both the front loop and the back loop on there. You want to have both of those loops when you go through the stitch. There's 4, 5, 6, and I'll meet up with you at the end of the row. 25, and here's our chain up here. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to go right into that chain, doing your best to collect at least 2 strands of yarn there, and there is 26, and that completes row 2 of our block 26 for the simple shell stitch. So let's move on to row 3. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. Now this chain up 3 counts as our first double crochet. We're going to place 2 double crochet in the first single crochet, which is right here, this very last single crochet we did right here. We're going to place 2 double crochet. Here's 1 and 2. And when you think about our shells, really that's just like half of a shell on our next row here. We're going to skip the next 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to place 4 double crochet in the next single crochet. So right here, 4 double crochet. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to repeat this as we go across until we get down here to the end when we have 5 single crochet left. And I'll do one more shell with you, and then I'll meet up with you down here at the end. So according to our pattern, we're continuing on. We're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to place 4 double crochet right here in the very next single crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so you can see that we're just a little bit offset, but our shells are going to stack on top of each other just a little bit here. So just continue on with skipping 3, 1, 2, 3, and placing 4 double crochet in the very next stitch. Go all the way across until we get 5 from the end, and I'll meet up with you there. And 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 single crochet left here at the end of this row. And we're going to place 4 double crochet in the last single crochet all the way over here. So instead of skipping 1, 2, 3 and then doing it in the 4th, we're just going to make up for it. We're just going to go right here and we're going to place 4 double crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we should have 27 double crochet as we come across here. Let's check those. We had 4 here, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25, 26, and our chain 3 counts as 1, so that's 27. So we are right on track for where we need to be. And so that completes that row. Let's move on to row 4. Row 4 is a repeat of row 2. We're just going to chain up 1, and we're going to place a single crochet in every double crochet across. Don't forget this very first one right here. So 1, 2, 3. Remember, make sure you get both the front loop and the back loop on your hook. 4, 5, 6. I'll meet up with you at the end. 26. And remember, this chain up of 3 here counts as a double crochet, so make sure you put a single crochet into that for 27 single crochet across for this row. So we have row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. Let's move on to row 5. For row 5, we're going to chain 3 and turn. 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. And we're going to skip the next 2 single crochet, not the first 2, the next 2. So we're skipping 1, skipping 2. We're going to place 4 double crochet right here in this very next stitch here. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to go right back into our pattern where we skip 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and place 4 double crochet in the next single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skip 1, 2, 3, and place 4 double crochet in the next single crochet. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to repeat this across to our last 3 double crochet. I'll work that across and I'll meet up with you when we get to our last 3 double crochet. 3, and 4. My yarn keeps catching, and it always, when I want to do my 4th double crochet, is when it always catches. So there's 4. We have our last 3 single crochet right here, and what we're going to do here is we're just going to place a double crochet in the very last single crochet right here. And we are to have 26 double crochet. Let's take a look here. We have 1 at the end here and 1 at the end here. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25, and 26 right here. So we're right on par where we need to be for this beautiful Simple Shells block. So what we're going to do now is we're going to repeat rows 2 through 5 until our block is the size that we need it. We'll compare it to one of our earlier blocks. I'm going to go ahead and leave you on your own to do rows through 5 until your block is where we need it to be. I'll catch up with you. I'm coming back. Don't go away. I'll catch up with you once my block is approximately 7 inches square, and we'll see where we're at and we'll finish off. So I'll be back. Okay, I've completed a series of rows 2 through 5 a few times now, and I can tell that I'm getting close to my block being about where I want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab a block from week 25, the block that we completed. Let's see if I can get it in camera here. And I'm going to place this block that I'm working on top here and see where we're at. Lining it up here at the bottom. Now this bottom block does not have the edging on it, so it's okay that this matches up about where I want it to be. So aligned here at the bottom and then moving up here to the top, I can see I'm about where I need to be. This is a row 3. I think we're going to go ahead and do a row 4, which will be the single crochets across the top, and I'll be done with this block. It'll be about the perfect size. Then I will be adding my edging later. So let's go ahead and finish that together. I'm going to remove block 25 here. I'm going to chain 1, turn my work. Look at all these beautiful shells, how they line up, offset back and forth in a little zigzag kind of pattern. Very pretty. And we're just going to do a series of single crochets across the top, 1 in each double crochet. This will give us a nice neat row to work across when we're adding our edging. Now when you get to the very end of this row, do not finish off. You're going to want to keep this yarn going for round 1 on your edging. So don't finish off, okay? And then I will make sure that you have the link to the edging video, that tutorial, so you'll be able to finish here and go right over to that tutorial. Big truck going by. It's farming season here. It's harvest time. Everybody's harvesting, getting all of the crops out of the fields. There's a lot of tractors going by this morning. almost there. And don't forget that this chain up 3 right here, that counts as a double crochet, so you want to make sure that you put a single crochet into that. And there we go. Our simple shell stitch block is done. Aren't those pretty? And I like our new background as well. I think it's easier for you to see everything than in some of the earlier videos where we just had the white marbled background. I think this is nice and pretty. And there's our block. So now all we need to do is add our edging. And like I said, I'll put the link to that right up here. And so you'll have that. You'll want to do one round with your color B and then one round with your color A. The only thing left to do now is to just get yourself a tag. Go ahead and write on here what week this is. This is week 26, simple shell stitch. And go ahead and attach that to your block and set it aside. And we are almost halfway done with our blocks for our Heirloom Afghan crochet along. So thank you so much for joining me here today to complete block number 26. We will see you next week for block 27. All of the instructions will be placed in the description box below for you, so it'll be easier for you to follow along. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.